A Michigan state lawmaker underwent voluntary sterilization so that she wouldn't get pregnant in Trump's America. And she's not the only one who appears to have gone off the rails. Congresswoman Maxine Waters and an army of Democrats, we've seen some of this video, spent yesterday harassing education department workers.
Open the door.
I see your name.
So do you understand who members of Congress are?
I got it.
And you don't
Who
care.
are we then?
I got the job.
You don't care.
We have a job to do.
We're not dangerous people. We're not, I don't know, security. There are no thieves and thugs out here.
So this is the beginning of full transparency of this administration.
That's right.
The administration that talked about they're going to open the doors to all of these things.
Felt so bad for the guy in the sweater. Meanwhile, Congressman Al Green is trying to impeach President Trump.
The movement to impeach the president has begun. I rise to announce that I will bring articles of impeachment against the president for dastardly deeds proposed and dastardly deeds done.
Not everyone is on board in the Democratic Party. Top Democratic strategist James Carville is calling out his wayward party. Listen.
Some Democrats, some progressives in New York, are advocating for bereavement pet leave. Okay, so in other words, if your cat dies, you get 3 days of paid leave. Does anyone even know, like in rural America, like where I grew up, how many dead animals? And it's like there's a plant somewhere in, quote, progressive, unquote, America that just sees how many jackass, stupid things that they can embrace. It's stunningly stupid.
So a little strategy, a little advice there from Carville. Charlie, what do you think?
Well, I think that the Democrats often find that they have nothing more to do than complain and whine about absolutely everything. They're going to find a reason to do so no matter what. I just would like to say thank you to that the Democrat who sterilized herself, because you've actually done us all a favor by not being able to procreate. You will not be able to brainwash your offspring and therefore doing us all a favor. But really, this is just, when you hear the Democrats say dastardly deeds, Trump is, he needs to be impeached. What dastardly deeds has he done? Did he murder someone that I wasn't aware of? Because as far as I'm concerned, since he's gotten in office 3 weeks ago, he's done nothing more than swiftly try to help undo all of the damage of the last 4 years. And that's something we all should be thankful for. But of course, that's the damage the Democrats want being done to this
Perhaps
country.
the
So of course they're
vagueness
going to
of
complain.
dastardly is a strategy to some extent, Joey.
Yeah, I think maybe some old school rhetoric there. I don't know his full background, but it sounds very, I don't know, preacher-like, I guess. And so, listen, this is the theater we're going to see. I mean, John Fetterman said it best. Take a breath. We can't pull our hair out and run down the hallway like it's on fire with everything he does. President Trump knows this. Steve Bannon perfected this in the first administration, which is throw so much out there they cannot attack all of it. And you'll get, in other words, what we call fire for effect. Throw so much out there, they're going to have to figure out what they want to be mad about and figure out what they want to take to court, figure out what they want to legislate against. And they're doing it. And most of the things President Trump is doing right now, I think, are things that he had a mandate to do. Maybe he's doing it with a little bit less of a soft touch, but it's President Trump.
I was trying to think back
We
to
don't want a soft touch.
thinking of the civics class back in high school. I believe the standard for impeachment is high crimes and misdemeanors, not dastardly deeds. I might be wrong about that. You can fact check me at home, but I think I'm right. Look, Stephen A. Smith, the sports commentator, he was on, I believe, Bill Maher recently, and paraphrasing, he said the American people, and he was giving tough love to his own party because he's not a Republican. He said the American electorate looked at Donald Trump and looked at the Democrats and decided that Trump was the normal one compared to the Dems. And I think people like Carville and Fetterman, they feel the same way. And then you have other people coming out and saying, I live in a state with full abortion rights, but I'm going to sterilize myself anyway because Trump. You have a pack of legislators haranguing some guy at a door looking like crazy people. And I would imagine the people who are trying to steer the ship back towards sanity are wondering if there are people within the team who are really making that a lot harder.
Yeah, it really seems like the Democrats are having trouble finding a focus on a particular issue to push back on and how to do it. to go up to buildings. And my question is, are they encouraging other people to try to gain access to buildings, to storm buildings? What is the strategy?
I think they were trying to rush in there and protest, and that was the basis at which they weren't letting them in. It wasn't like they were, hey, we're here to look at the books and see what you're doing. No, we're here to create a scene, and they weren't going to let them do it.
And that's what I'm wondering, if that's what they're encouraging across America, that they want Democrats or to create some kind of scenes across America. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the weeks ahead once they perhaps can coalesce around something in particular that has yet to come to pass.